The boy who cried wolf. Well, in this case, the girl who cried wolf. I myself have been on quite the mission, man, to straighten up the YouTube streets, man, when it came to DoorDash. And, as I said early on, I was a supporter. This woman had me fooled and had me convinced that she was who she said she was. And she actually had a positive effect on me. And then I start watching everything unravel over the course of the last 6 months. Now, this is not an April Fool's thing. I am seriously a good person. I do not have any type of ill feelings toward this person. But we have a video in which she said that she was done with shout outs. Now, I thought that this video would be deleted by this morning. I watched it yesterday. I decided if it's still there in the morning, I'll talk about it. Let's see how serious she really is. Here's the thing I want you to understand. This has nothing to do with me. What happens to her has nothing to do with me. What happened to her have nothing to do with me. She did this to herself. And I think, honestly, as far as YouTube is concerned, she is beyond redemption. See, one thing about the internet, they have a very long memory, an extremely long memory. There are several creators that have had more success than DoorDash who have fallen off because of accountability. And I want to show you something at the end of this video. But before we go further, I'm on this screen. Let's hear DoorDash, and this is her no more shout outs. Now, she put out a community post, and people emailed me this information. But she put out a community post saying she was done. Now, she said that before, and then she went back on it. But here's the video. Oops, wrong one. Sorry.
Going forward, I will no longer be doing shout outs. I will no longer do shout outs after this Sunday. So I thought I was doing something good.
Okay, so the question that you have to ask yourself, again, this is not my problem. Do you believe her? Should you believe her? When you lie and you are deceiving and you have a history, this is what happens. But like I said, the internet has a very, very long memory.
But when 4 Shades of Us sent me $25 to shout her out, I thought I was doing something good. And I just, people took it out of context. People said I was taking advantage of people.
That's her, by the way. So there's no reason that anybody should believe her, right? That's what happened. That is what is happening. This is nowhere in being my fault. So anybody in the comment section, which is, y'all, I get it. It's only like 3 or 4 people that come with some stuff to say, bashing women and blah, blah, blah. She was crying yesterday. Okay, these people have no idea what the history is like. And I'm not saying that I am going to believe her, but I have some thoughts during this video. You're going to see that, my goal was always to help the small creator. It was never, ever to profit or benefit or anything like this off this or grow off this woman. I could have done that back when it was hot, when she was the hot subject. But she played herself. And I think, like I said earlier, her channel is beyond redemption. Redemption arcs are great. The Shawshank Redemption, great movie. Redemption, people love a redemption story if it's an actual real thing. See, one thing about humans, man, super trusting. Remember how trusting we used to be back in the day, and now we don't trust anybody. Somebody in the comment section had me rolling yesterday, said, I don't trust none of y'all. And I was like, touche, right? So you got influencers pushing product and scamming people and stuff like that. Some do it unintentionally, some do it knowingly. But one thing that is true, and we all know this, is when you grew up as a child, what is your parents? And that's what I keep telling my son now, is trust is a big deal. You can buy a lot of things, but what you have to earn is trust. You ever notice that the things you have to earn are very difficult to earn back? Like if you lose trust, nobody's given trust. They have to earn it. Nobody is given love. You have to love someone, right? Except maybe your kids, right? But you fell in love with somebody that y'all had to grow to love each other. So if you start but trust is so hard. It's so hard to be given, and it's extremely hard to get back. Okay? Don't ever sacrifice trust. That's why I had to come on and say something about Dante London sacrificing morals, values, integrity, doing whatever it takes to make money. That's what she did, and now she's paying the price. Is there a way to fix it? I don't know. I'm going to suggest what I would do if I was her. See, I'm not evil, man, at all. This is about the small new creator and a cautionary tale about what can happen if you don't value your audience, if you want to take advantage of your audience. But I'm gonna let her finish.
I know not everybody's going to like you or like me, but I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want that scrutiny.
During this entire video, many of you are asking the question, do you believe her? There are some people who absolutely never will. There are some people who she's on the fence, that they're on the fence, and there are some people that, oh my God, yes, I believe her right away. She was crying yesterday, had everybody convinced. I myself, I am not. I'm done with what she says. Not only does she have to show, if it mattered to me, she has to show me, but it has to stick, and it has to stick for a while. That's what happens when you burn trust.
And I feel like I'm giving up something that really genuinely made me happy. Like, people were like, that you're gonna mess up the algorithm by giving shout outs. But I didn't care. Like, the algorithm gave up on me a long time ago. So now, and I was like, I'm here for my people. I don't care what the algorithm is doing anymore. I'm here for my people.
Okay. All right. So here's the contradictory message that I hear in that. I'm here for my people, and I am giving away free services. Not to anybody that charges for those is not wrong. Anybody that doesn't charge is not wrong. The problem is, and here's where, again, pay attention. The problem is, she said she wasn't going to do it, and then she did it. Then she doubled down on it. Then she did it 5 times. And it got so bad that there was a $1,000 review. Now, if you wanted to be there for your people, wouldn't you think where we are now, asking somebody to pay for something is difficult? See, what I've learned in my YouTube journey is that you don't have to ask. You allow people to give it to you. That's what all my new creators, super chats, don't ask for them. Super thanks, don't ask for them. You can mention it every so often. You notice what I don't really say on this channel? A lot, subscribe. People don't like to be told what to do. They want to feel like they're giving it willfully, and they are. So I let them feel that, because that's what's happening. If I've earned any type of donation from any individual, then that's how I want to do it. If I promote a product, it will be on the screen for you to make a decision if that's what you choose to do. Maybe I'll mention it on occasion. Maybe I'll have a reminder in the corner, but that's it. That's it, because this is where the genuine connection is made. See, what happened is she skipped. Hold on. She blew up. Oh, man, I don't have to. She blew up. Well, she did actually blow up. But she blew up. It ain't the same. I got to have it. I got to have it. She blew up. And then she saw dollar signs. What she did not see is a genuine connection. She had an opportunity to make a genuine connection. And if she would have done that, the world could have been hers. But instead of that, she went back to what she usually does based on her internet history, not mine. She skipped over all of that and saw money. And she ran through any genuine connection she could have made, which is why she has 76.1 thousand subscribers, but she can't even get 7,000 people. Think about this. I would say 2 or 3% of her subscriber count may come back every video. I'm going to show you 2 things that's going to blow your mind. One involves her and one involves another creator. Let's let her finish. But ask yourself, do you think she's telling the truth. Do you believe her? That's her problem. She did that.
So I like doing it. I like doing it. And somebody was like, you just like doing it because people are paying you. Well, don't you go to work? Would you go to work if you weren't getting a check? And to be able to get paid for something that I genuinely love doing felt so good.
It's hard to believe her. Hard to believe her. Again, her problem, not mine. She's crying right now, so see how much of this video she has left. Man, we ain't even two minutes in.
Why do I always have to get beat up on?
New small creators, this is a cautionary tale, man. This is a cautionary tale. You all never try. I told y'all before, you cannot take shortcuts in life. You especially cannot take shortcuts in the YouTube platform.
So annoying.
All right, I'm gonna.
Wrong, but it's annoying. All my freaking life.
All you have to do is this entire video ask yourself, do you believe her?
All my freaking life. Like, I was so happy when my YouTube channel blew up, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I was so happy.
Couldn't help myself.
I was just like, finally, I freaking get a break. Finally.
Hey, actions speak louder than words. We got a lot of people, religious people on this channel, right? Actions speak louder than words. Her actions gonna tell you. And then even when she does, if she does those, it's gonna take a minute. She's gonna have to earn your trust back. And it's some of you that it will never come back. Some of you want to give it back to her. Again, her problem, not mine.
My life seems to be going right. Everybody seems to love me, and I get so much love and so much, and I'm finally seeing growth on my social media, and then it just stops. And I'm like, why do I keep getting beat up on? I know my purpose. I know what I can do. And it's just like, God, I seriously need your intervention, because I can't seem to do nothing without getting beat up on.
Okay, so that's not true at all. At all. And like I said, this is why it's hard for you to buy into anything that she's saying, because when people were trying to give her advice, when people were trying to, hey, you know what, this is a bad idea. This is a lot of people. It's a lot of people that have stayed away from this. You notice that those same people that were shouting her out, that were making videos about her blowing up, got the heck away from her. They are not talking about her anymore. Not the people that were trying to warn you about her, but the people that were promoting her. Myself, I deleted the video because I didn't want to have nothing to do with her. I didn't want to be connected with promoting a scammer. I didn't want to do that. I have no problem saying that I did make a video about her when I knew less about her, and the more that I have no problem saying that. And yeah, she has to earn everybody's trust back, not mine in particular.
I try to change the way I look. I try to have fun. I try to fit in.
And it had nothing to do with that. This is not about any of those things.
And then you look at your outside, like, I'm not light skinned. I mean, I'm not saying that's better, but it's like, it just seems hard for some reason. No matter what I freaking do. And I know it's so much more I can do, so much more I can become. So I'm just expressing.
Minute and a half.
And people say change up your content. I'm like, what do you want? Like, what more do you want? Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. So anyway, I'm just letting that out. I'm done with the shout outs. I'll be doing the rest of what I have. But after this week, I'm not doing them no more. Because I don't want y'all to think I'm taking advantage of you. I don't want you to, doesn't love to do something when they're making money? But I don't want y'all to think I'm taking advantage of you. I don't want you to think I'm scamming you, because that is not what I'm doing. That's not my intentions. I have extreme love for y'all, but I mean,
Okay, so here's the thing again. Trust. I said this in multiple videos before I start talking about her. And I actually did not mention her name. I didn't mention Dante's name. I told you guys that this was going to happen and why you should stay away from it. The damage is irreversible. She cannot reverse this. There could be a redemption arc somewhere in her future, but it won't happen on this channel. See, it won't happen on this channel. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Stay tuned.
I can't make money. Like, I can't make money. Why can't I make some money? Like, why can't I get paid for my time? I really put in time with these shout outs.
Nope. That's not what's going on. YouTube has ways in place to make money. There's nothing wrong with making money off platform at all, but there are ways to do it. You have affiliate links. They pay you. They don't pay you through AdSense unless you're using the ones through YouTube. I have ones through YouTube and the ones that's off platform. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with sponsorships. But she just made a video not too long ago about how they may not pay you what you're worth or what you want to get paid. So there are ways, but again, this was a shortcut taken. She started charging. If you add that on top of her history that she had before she blew up on this platform, then it all is one way. There was very little to offer. I told you over and over, trust is a big deal. If I start charging for courses, you will come at me. I've said over and over, I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to do it. You will come at me. You have to have trust. So now, even if she is telling the truth, do you believe her? Should you believe her? Should you give her a chance? Those are questions that only you can answer. Again, she did this to herself. Is it an act? Is it pretend? You don't know.
This is so annoying. This living is so annoying because you try so hard.
Okay, she's almost done.
But I'm just saying, I'm just talking. Life is hard, man. You're just trying to do things, and it's like, what can I do?
That's the perfect way to end this. That's the perfect way to end this. What can you do? All right, that's the perfect transition. So let me fade to this screen here. Now I'm on the other side. What can you do? Again, I have made multiple videos. I want you to check the tape. Check the tape before you comment. Okay? I want you to check the tape. What can you do? There are other ways that you can make money on the YouTube platform. There are other ways. And I've told this over and over and over. But the one thing you cannot do is take advantage of your audience. Because whether they watch the content, whether they buy an affiliate from an affiliate link or an off-platform thing like t-shirts, they funnel your content. They are the gas that goes in the engine of your content. Without them, you don't have anything. So if you burn the bridge of your viewers and the people that want to trust in you, it ain't no coming back from that. So what can she do? Start over. Start over. Be honest. Be transparent. I'm talking about every single thing. Make it a series. Every single thing of dirt that somebody could find on the internet about you, come clean. Like I said yesterday, what's the matter, dog? You embarrassed? This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence. You got to get ahead of it. Now, very clear, I'm not supporting her scamming ways, that she has a history. This is not my problem. She did this. And I'm going to keep saying that. But what I am is, can she turn around? She can. Will she? I don't know. Should you believe her? That's up to you. Start a new channel. Come clean about every single thing. What she doesn't do, I mean, the more you dissect this, the sadder it really is because she blew an opportunity. We talk about Dante London. There's a lot of people who think a lot of things about him. One thing he is doing is growing, and he's growing because he maintained a certain level of trust in his YouTube community. She burnt it down. She went over to, she crossed the bridge, and as she was crossing it, she lit it on fire, and she found the biggest set of explosive that she could and threw it on that bridge. And everybody, all her viewers on the other side, and they looking at her like, oh well, perfect boy who cried wolf syndrome. Start a new channel. Come clean. Every single thing that somebody could bring up about you, come clean. As many videos as it take. And you do things the right way. You look at it as you on YouTube parole. Okay? 2 things I want to show you. All right. So the first thing I want to show you is this here. I don't know why I left her channel. You know what's funny is as we were doing this whole thing, I was getting, oh man, I could have showed y'all. I was like, man, you know, it feels like it's not about YouTube. It really does, but it really was. And I'm glad that we're coming back to that full circle. So I want to show you something. I could have just went over here. I want you to look at this line. Look at this line here. This line is her estimated typical, you see the gray for all my new creators. Let me switch screens real quick. Let me go to, let me see if okay, I'm on that screen. So this right here, the gray graph is her typical performance of her videos. This video is above that, which means that these videos are getting more than the usual views. So this video is very likely a 1 out of 10. All my creators know what I'm talking about. 1 out of 10. Underneath this, it would be below. Inside of this graph, it would be typical. You would have a check mark. This video has an up arrow. And you could probably go to viewstats.com and double check that. It might not be 1 out of 10, but it's got an up arrow. How do I know? Because it's above her estimated typical, if this is correct. Up arrow, check mark, grade down arrow. This is a video saying no more shoutouts. But if you go compare this to one of her shoutout videos, even the views, look at the views, almost 3K. What do you see here? There's a lot of reasons this video could be successful. One, because she's claiming she's not doing any more shoutouts and people want to see, they want to see what she's talking about, or they actually want to believe in her. Again, she did this to herself, nobody else. Now, let me show you something. This individual here, the completionist. This guy.
This video is sponsored by
Okay. This guy here made videos about completing video games, and I've been meaning to bring this up for a while. He made videos about completing video games, did very well, had a team, had a business. He had 1.4 million subscribers. He's been doing it for a long time. Now, what I'm about to put out there is public information. It's all over the internet. You can find it yourself. He hasn't made a video in 7 months. Why is that? Because about 2 years ago, he had this is all, I'm going to say alleged because I didn't do the research. He had a video come out about him that he had a charity and he had been making money from that charity, but he never donated the money. Now, he claims he didn't spend it, but he never donated it. There was no record of any money that he was raising for charity going toward said charity. Destroyed him. Absolutely destroyed him. I'm going to show you where he responded to, this is when it started, and this was his response. All right? I want you to look at how bad his channel started to fall off after this happened. So here's the response. Let's look at, he was getting 400,000, 200,000, 300,000. This one right here, you can't see it. 317,000. You know, he would get his worst videos were 100K. When the expose happened, it was here. His first video after that, it got 200, 300, and 2,000 views. I'm going to tell you why. Because people were flooding because of the controversy, which is probably what's happened with her. Look at what happened next. They still dropping. They're slowly dropping off. 198, 125, 115, 82, 80, 118, 87, 79, 69, 79, 102, 92, 76, 60. He wind up having, and the last video he did got 224,000. You know why? He hasn't made a video in 7 months. People are coming back to this video specifically to harass him. How do I know? I go in the comments. I used to watch him. And I'm all about redemption. I don't know where he's at and if he plans on coming back. And we've seen multiple creators go through the same thing. We seem to go through the same thing. He lost the trust of his audience. He had to wind up letting some of his staff go, and it wind up being just him. By the time he made this video, it was like him and another person. He had several people. He had an actual staff that he had to terminate. The trust of your audience is what matters. That's what matters. So, my recommendation, since everybody thinks that I'm out to get her, which I'm not. I didn't say anything for a very long time. I'm not here to make you believe in what she's saying. I'm just telling you how she could fix it. And it's going to take a long time and may not ever happen, but she can give an attempt. What does she do? She walks away from Dodash. She walks away from Latoya Jones, the YouTube channels. She has a third YouTube channel called Lit26, LIT26. Shout out to Slash and React. Did not know that till I saw her video, and then it started popping up in my feed. What I would do is, since I was picking on her and taking advantage of and laughing at her crying, I've said this before, and I'll link the videos here. What I would do, I would start a new channel, fresh. I would come clean with everything, as long as it took, made as many videos as possible. And I would make whatever content she's looking forward to make and stay away from her scamming ways. If she does that, she will gain some traction. She will be redeemed in some people's eyes, and in others, she will never gain it back. That's how she can, I guess you can call it fix it, but that's not really the case. So, as we wrap the video up, this is something she did to herself. I was never picking on her, and we'll see how this plays out. But once she is done with this, if she made content and she stayed away from it, from scamming people, because the scam comes from you're offering services that are overpriced. That's what it is. You have no knowledge at all of, there's no reason she should be, no course at all. Her course should have been 99 cents at the very least, the most 99 cents. Or free, could have done that. We'll see how it plays out. With that being the case, the form is active. I'm going to show you the form. If you want a channel review, it is active. I'm going to show you exactly where to find it. As soon as my page will load here, you're going to go to my main channel page. So you're going to go to view channel or find it. You're going to click on this form here. If you click on that form here, it will take you to a Google link. You can make a channel. You can fill out the form. I think I get an email when you complete the form, and we can set something up. What'll probably come next is after you fill out the form and we decide if we're going to move forward with a channel review, then we will set up, I will give you the link to book a Calendly session so that we can at least, be on the same page. I haven't set that part up yet, but I told you guys that the form would be done today, and I had to make sure I did it before I made a video. So there we go. I want to see people succeed. I want to see them redeem themselves. I just don't know if she's going to be able to do it. Whether or not this channel is successful or not, I enjoy it. I enjoy the community that we've built. I enjoy the dialogue that we have, and I enjoy helping people, and that is why I'm doing this thing for free. So hopefully we can find a new audience. I've seen other channels do it. I don't think we're that deep. We only got 1,200 subscribers, so we're not that deep down the rabbit hole that I'm stuck here, but we'll see. I hope for her sake that she means what she says and she's able to rebuild her reputation. Her reputation is what's damaged, not mine. All right, so there's the form. That's how you access it. You click on it, it'll take you to a form, and then we'll go from there. Okay, please look over the form, read it, and my goal is to help you in any way I can. All right, I will see you guys in the next video, and I think that's it. But if you want to know about my prediction, I said this was going to come and how she could have fixed this potentially, check out this video right here. I'll see you over there.